Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joe from Nerdcraft, and I thought I'd do something different today. Today, I'm going to give you where I get my inspiration from. AnARKey is set in a post-apocalyptic world. Well, let's check out the top 10 best post-apocalyptic settings for TV shows or movies that I get my inspiration from. So let's jump right into it with number 10, which is I Am Legend. This is a great movie. It came out quite a while ago. Will Smith did an amazing job. I personally think the dog did a better job than he did, in my opinion. Will Smith, he kind of had some moments lately, but at the end of the day, he did a phenomenal job. Great post-apocalyptic setting. One of those disease, were they zombies, were they vampires, were they just crazy people? It's still great. It's an awesome movie. I love it. Coming in at number 9, Death Race with Jason Statham. Yeah, I mean. Great movie. Some people are going to say that this isn't post-apocalyptic, but the definition is that society has crumbled and now people are doing crazy things to survive. In this particular movie, Jason Statham is in prison and he has to go in these crazy races where inmates get to fire bullets and all that stuff in awesome cars. It obviously drew some inspiration, this movie, from Twisted Metal, but this is actually a very, very old movie. This is a remake, but it's awesome. Great movie, and Jason Statham, so you know what I mean. So, again, that one comes in at number 9 for me. So, number 8, Mad Max obviously is going to make this list. It's one of the best ones for post-apocalyptic. This one is a little bit campy, a little bit cheesy. Beyond Thunderdome, it's the 3rd installment of the Mad Max movies. Tina Turner's in it. Master Blaster. It's very, very old school, but I still think it holds up today. Mel Gibson, another one who's had some moments, but still an amazing movie. If you haven't checked it out, you definitely should. Mad Max is amazing. Coming in at number 7, World War Z. It's hard to put zombie movies into a category. I think we need to do a top 10 of zombie movies just because there are so many good zombie movies, but most of them are post-apocalyptic because, people eating each other. So this one I like because it takes almost a scientific approach to it, and it's more about a journey than and finding a cure than actual just lots and lots of gore. So I lean towards that. I also love Brad Pitt. I don't honestly think he's ever had a bad movie, and this one is actually very good. If you haven't checked out World War Z, it's very good. The book is amazing as well, but it definitely deserves to be on the list. Getting right into number 6, Twisted Metal. So, okay, super campy, super nostalgia. If you play the games, this makes you happy. Anthony Mackie killed it. He was so good. He was so funny. The entire cast was awesome. Samoa Joe as Sweet Tooth, amazing. The first and second season were both really, 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 really good. I didn't want to put it at number 6, but there were so many other things up there. They haven't disappointed yet, so I'm super excited. I think if I ever do another one of these, in 2 or 3 years, if they continue the series and it's amazing, then I'm sure it'll get higher. But Twisted Metal, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It is very, very good. So let's get to number 5. Now, this is where we're going to start getting some things that people don't agree with, and that's fine. I'm more than happy for you to post what you think should have been on this list in the comments in a nice way because, cool, don't be jerks. But let's get into number 5, Fallout. Fallout was awesome. The first season of it was very good. Fallout is arguably probably one of the most post-apocalyptic games out there, and it is good, except for, there's a couple that we don't talk about. But the casting was good. The special effects were good. It was just gory enough to make it really cool. The acting was fantastic. The storyline so far is great. If you haven't checked out Fallout, it is amazing. It definitely deserves to be on this list. Probably higher, but again, this is my opinion, so sorry. Number 4, The Last of Us. So I think that The Last of Us video games are incredible. I think that there are very few games that really get you just into it and care about the characters so much. Both Last of Us 1 and 2. I can't wait for Last of Us 3. But the first season of The Last of Us, I think, deserves to be in this list at number 4. It was amazing. I think that Bella and Pedro both did an amazing job despite all the hate that Bella got for some odd reason. I don't know. I think she did fine. Yeah, did she look like Ellie? No, but did she act like her? Absolutely. So yeah, I think it was great. The first season of this is flawless in my opinion. Season 2? Season 2's not on the list. So So here we go, getting into number 3, the top 3. Here we go. The Walking Dead. Now this is where everybody's gonna be like, what, dude? Walking Dead? Really? Ugh, so sick of it. Like, oh my god. Okay, hear me out. The Walking Dead started off amazing. It was a great comic book. They haven't really had any good video games. I'm sorry, but it was a great comic book. It was a great series. It got a little stale in the middle, especially if you weren't a diehard fan. It was just Rick crying all the time. Oh, Carl, 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 my wife, my child. But then they blew Rick up, and the show got better. Yeah, spoiler alert. Sorry. But yeah, so I say season 1, 2.5. Skip all the way to like season 8 or 7. To the introduction of Negan when Rick was still Coral, Coral, Coral. But then as they started to like get rid of all the whiny people, it got really good. In the last season, I think that it ended very, very well. All the spin-offs, well, we don't talk about that. That's not on the list. So Walking Dead, I think, firmly believes to be at number 3 because it is probably the greatest zombie series of all time, in my opinion. Number 2, The Matrix. Okay. I know people are going to say this isn't post-apocalyptic because most of it takes place in The Matrix, which is a world that is not post-apocalyptic. But they are in a post-apocalyptic world. I mean, they're living in a cave, for God's sake. So I think, I looked it up, and I think that the first Matrix definitely deserves to be on this because it is a post-apocalyptic world, but it isn't your typical post-apocalyptic story because, you know, it takes place in this fantasy dream world where you're, you know, locked in a computer simulation, which is fantastic. It was original. It was great. I think they did a fantastic job. I'm sure people have said a million good things about The Matrix, and I'm not going to say anything else other than it deserves to be on the list because it's super, super cool. The sequels, yeah, we don't talk about that. So we get to number 1, but first I want to do a special honorable mention for what I consider to be one of the absolute worst post-apocalyptic movies of all time. Also, what I would consider to be one of the worst movies of all time. You can't talk about post-apocalyptic crap without mentioning Waterworld. What the fuck? Some people are going to jump all over me for this and be like, hey man, I loved Waterworld. I thought it was great. Kevin Costner's like, you know, Jesus. I'm like, no, it's terrible. It's not good. It doesn't even fall into that so bad it becomes a cult classic. It becomes into a so bad it's like, hey, have you ever seen Waterworld? Let's watch that as a joke. So, attack me all you want, because I know the people that like it love it. So, here, hit me. Come on. But no, I think it's terrible. But I did put it on the list because I think it needs to be addressed. And if you haven't seen Waterworld, I do think you should watch it, just so you can join us in picketing. That's picketing, not anything else. So anyway, here we go. Number 1. What did I put at number 1? Oh my god, here comes all... There's no drum roll. I can make a drum roll effect. I probably can't. If I didn't, then that's going to feel stupid. But anyway, here we go. Number 1, best post-apocalyptic movie, in my opinion, was The Road Warrior. This is the second installment of the Mad Max franchise. The first one was good, but it had no budget. This one was great. I think that this one sets the tone. You have crazy bikers. You have the Ayatollah of rock and roll. You have Mel Gibson at his peak performance, in my opinion, as Max. You have the dog, which is insane. You have the little kid. You have all the craziness. The special effects are... There is no special effects. It's just they just sped it up to make it look like they were going fast. But you believed it back in the day. And do I put this on there because I'm in my 40s? Probably. But if you watch it, it still holds up today. It is an awesome movie. I honestly think that you should give it a go. This was before Mel Gibson got rid of his Australian accent as well, which is fantastic to see him actually being Australian. But yeah, that's my top 10. He's my number 1. And honestly, I know somebody will be like, what about Furiosa? What about Fury Road? Well, they're crap, in my opinion. Sorry. But yeah, that's just me. So I hope you enjoyed my top 10. If you haven't seen any of these movies and you really like post-apocalyptic stuff, just watch it. Give it a go. And comment down below if I missed anything or if you don't agree, if you think something should be thrown out. I'm actually curious. Maybe you have seen something that I haven't seen, and I'll do an errata and be like, I'm so sorry, man. But I'll never agree that Waterworld is a good movie. So, but thank you all. See y'all later. Peace.